Chapter 3005 begins with Carrie, acknowledging the precariousness of her situation. She knows that Cameron, her sister, could easily see through her facade. Unlike Serenity, who may not find any obvious flaws, Cameron knows Carrie too well. This intimate knowledge makes Cameron a significant threat to Carrie's deceitful masquerade as Mrs. Lamb. Carrie also reflects on her vulnerability, feeling isolated without her brother Trenton's support and her aunts who have left Wildspoon. With no one else to rely on, she finds herself fully under Mr. Lab's control, a pawn in his dangerous game. Mr. Lab hands Gary two pieces of paper filled with detailed information about various businesses and individuals in Wildspoon. These notes are meant to help her answer questions at the upcoming banquet, ensuring that her identity as Mrs. Lab is not questioned. The information is dense, covering a wide range of unfamiliar names and companies, all of which exist in Wildspoon's complex social and economic landscape. Mr. Lab's intention is clear. Carrie must memorize and understand this information thoroughly. As the wife of a supposed wealthy and influential family, she must be able to speak knowledgeably about their business interests to avoid suspicion. She realizes the magnitude of the task before her. Wilspoon is home to many wealthy families and companies, and while not everyone can keep track of every business, she knows that being unable to answer questions about her family's business could raise red flags. Cameron, in particular, is a concern, as she would be the first to notice any inconsistencies. Mr. Lab stresses the importance of Carrie being able to convincingly play her role, especially in front of Cameron, who is both intelligent and observant. He also warns Carrie about her behavior at the banquet. He instructs her to be cautious and to avoid provoking or targeting Cameron, despite their strained relationship. Instead, he tells her to act as if she is on Cameron's side, even helping her if others mock or target her. This is crucial to maintaining the facade and avoiding any actions that might jeopardize his plans. Mr. Lab makes it clear that failure to follow his instructions will result in severe punishment. His threat is chilling. Any woman who ruins his plans will be handed over to a group of men to meet a miserable end. This threat terrifies Carrie, and she vows to comply with Mr. Lab's demands. Despite her fear, Carrie's youth and lack of deep cunning make her an easy target for Mr. Lab's manipulation. She is attractive and willing to obey, making her a useful tool in his schemes. Unlike his other mistresses, Carrie is relatively low maintenance, not requiring as much money or attention. He finds her easier to control, knowing that a simple threat is enough to keep her in line. The chapter also touches on Carrie's financial situation. After experiencing poverty, she has learned to save money and be cautious with her spending. Even though she is now supported by Mr. Lab, she saves the money she receives, thinking ahead to a time when their relationship might end. Her experiences have taught her the importance of having her own financial security, a stark contrast to her previous reliance on her brother for living expenses.